toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So North Carolina's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Got the first down, looking for more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Lopez wants to fire. A shot for the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on first and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rush is on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's talk for a second about NC State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Lopez to pass. Buys a little extra time. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his.
He's going for the big play. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the run, it's Scott. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Shotgun snap on third down. With the catch, it's Preston. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Slithers into space. Runs through the tackle.
So that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Direct snap. Under fire. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Spin, still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say reef.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wilson will throw. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what to catch you, big fella.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ship.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
things off. The sack at the 20. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a first down. Wilson to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over Rutgers.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Wilson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ashley. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Preston. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got it set up on the outside. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Absolutely perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Making side adjustments here. Lopez wants to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop.
Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Can't get him to the ground. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He wants to take the top off. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The sure hands, it's Ship. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tar Heels will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Slings it downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
1st down and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the 1st down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Turner. the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced him to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. He'll start this drive firing, trying to set up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. Inside the 15. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fit it in the window for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now improvising. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking down the middle. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Split backs here. Looking for space. It's Ashley. Makes his man miss. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Punt is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it on the counter. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. No matter how much